Hi, this is Jim Ave, and I'm going to provide a presentation on the professional portfolios for Kinesiology 792C. This is Appendix B in the syllabus, and I also recommend that you download the professional portfolio template because what I'm going to do is really go over the first two sections, the introduction and the executive summary sections. And I'll use the template more than the syllabus to go over that. And the purpose of just doing the first two sections is because that's what you're going to do in week one, is write a rough draft on those sections. So I have the professional portfolio in front of me, in front of you, and I provided you a Microsoft Word document that's already been formatted for you, so hopefully you can just follow along. And so on the title page, each time you do a new portfolio, not new rough draft. So we'll start off with professional portfolio number 1. In a month or so, you'll do professional portfolio 2, so forth and so on. Include your name, the date, Fresno, and all this stuff, and my name goes there. So your title page is done. Just got to make some changes there, and then you'll do your table of contents. Will grow as your professional portfolio gets longer, and so the title for the next section will be executive summary. Well, you can probably just copy and paste this title here. It's a little long. You can shorten it up if you like. That's where I'll allow you to have some freedom on the table of contents in some of these other sections. Okay. And so here, this is where your introduction is. I already provided you the title, and you're going to begin your portfolio with providing an introduction. Now, what I want you to provide me is your name, your certifications that you have, any certifications that you have. Well, it's your name, contact information. You're basically putting a small resume there. It doesn't need to be too long. Any professional and personal information that I need to know about you. You can include as much or little as you want about yourself. Really what you want to do is introduce the reader to who you are as a person, as an athletic trainer, and the such. Now, I really like a picture of you because the only thing I see of you is that little tiny little picture inside the Moodle shell. So put a picture in your portfolio of you. Introduce me to you so I get to know you a little bit better. Length is up to you. I've seen these as long as they're usually about a page in length. We're still double spacing as you see in the formatting of the portfolio. So pretty straightforward. I'm not really worried about APA formatting with your introduction. I don't even grade your introduction. You'll see in the rubric, I never grade this portion. So, but I do want you to provide an introduction. Our next section in our professional portfolio, notice that I ask that each new section starts on a new page. Since we have two sections within this section, you don't start your next executive summary on a new page. You can just do it continuous like I have here. So we're covering one code of professional responsibility and one practice standard in your first portfolio. So in your rough draft that you're writing for the class for week 1, I have to go to our schedule. And so you're going to provide an executive summary, which means you're going to write about a paragraph per area explaining to someone who is a non-athletic trainer what this code of professional responsibilities, patient responsibility, sections 1 through 0.1 through 1.17 means. Okay, you don't have to explain what each one of the subsection means. What does patient responsibility as a whole mean? Explain it in such a way, again, that somebody who's not an athletic trainer can understand it. You should support what you write with references. I don't think I've said this anywhere else yet. I don't know if I coined a term or what, but in athletic training, we've been talking about evidence-based practice or evidence-based medicine. What we need to do is evidence-based academics in our classes here at FPU. And what that means is that you are supporting what you write with references. So one of the reasons why I have you watching some of these modules up here is they may provide you some support for this patient responsibility when you describe that in your executive summary. Okay, so again, you're going to explain what that code means in 1 to 2 paragraphs. And then you will have another section title like I have here. Then you're going to explain what the practice standard of direction means. What the heck does that mean? What does the BOC mean by the practice standard of direction? Again, explain it so that somebody who does not know anything about what we do as athletic trainers will have an understanding of it. 1 to 2 paragraphs is what you'll provide there. So for week 1, what you're providing me is your introduction and your executive summaries for Code 1 and Standard 1. And if you cite references, which I hope you do, you should provide your reference page. You should always provide your reference page. You'll see in the template, this template is for the entire semester. I only want you to turn in for your rough draft that's due this week is the title page, your table of contents, your introduction, your executive summary section, and your reference page. If you cite, well, you should cite references because you should be citing the BOC document because you should be citing that standard anyways. But you should also find other references. So that's what you should be turning in week 1. And then next week, in week 2, I'll have another video describing the next section and what that means and what you should do and what you should turn in. Again, if you have any questions on what we're doing this week, please post them in the Q&A forum because probably if you're confused, other students are confused. We're going to work through this professional portfolio together through the next couple weeks.